Ladies and gentlemen, I have gone to the easy mode, and the easy mode is OU. Obviously, because we got things like Aegislash and Talonflame and Choice Band Sizzle and all of those lovely things in OU. Actually, it was more like, hey, the suspect test ended like 4 days ago, and this might be my last chance to use Aegislash in OU. So I might as well have a little bit of fun before it may or may not get banned. We'll see. But yeah, in other news, Dark Souls episode will probably be on Saturday because unfortunately today was busy. I work Thursday and Friday. So Saturday I'm off, which is amazing because I'd started 2 jobs. So that would be the reason for, I don't know, the slowish amount of uploads. As far as like only one last week and then only one so far, except for this one, so I guess this is 2. But hey, I'm gonna stop talking, and I'm going to narrate some battles! Let's do this. Okay, so first battle is against Amaruki, which translates to I'm a rookie, I guess, I suppose. So I go for the bullet punch, and here I was like, oh, Cloister's gonna hurt, but hey, I have plenty of priority. I have what? Sucker Punch, Bullet Punch, Shadow Sneak, and Brave Bird, but he doesn't have the White Herb, so it doesn't really matter at any point. Obviously, Flare Blitz is a thing. Don't really necessarily need Ferrothorn. Rocks aren't going to really help me that much in this battle, so go ahead and sack the Ferrothorn. And unfortunately, because this is especially defensive, max HP, max special defense, Aegislash kind of backfired on me because I thought Shadow Sneak would KO. Probably should have just brought in my own Talonflame, FizzyStardust, because you know what Talonflame does, it just Brave Birds everything, so obviously it's FizzyStardust. Go for a Brave Bird, expected to die here, but then again, Gengar doesn't have that much HP, he probably has no HP investment, so it doesn't really matter. You can go for the Roost here, he goes for the Ice Shard, I'm faster, because speed is amazing. Thank you for based FizzyStardust. You're gonna go for Flare Blitz here, and KO, and then at the last one, said GG here, go for the Brave Bird, and obviously Talonflame takes the match, Talonflame goes down, Fizzy, no, Fizzy, no, Fizzy, no, Fizzy! I don't know what that was. Anyway, so FizzyStardust goes down, but hey, it'll be okay because I won the match. Next match versus Roll Casanova. So let's see if he enthralls me, makes me fall in love with him. Probably not, because I don't roll that way. But he is going to bring in Greninja, goes for the Ice Beam. I thought a Hidden Power Fire was coming, so I was like, eh, what? Yeah, things. I can do the things with Aegislash because it's weakness policy. Aegislash, as you can tell. Obviously, I took Dark Pulse, so I'm going to kind of hope that that was max damage. Kind of feels like it was, so managed to get off a Sacred Sword very nicely. He's going to bring in Sylveon. At this point, I'm like, and let's let Aegislash go down. I got rid of something with Aegislash, so it's okay. Go for the U-turn here. Didn't know what he was going to go into, so U-turn was the safest bet. Going to bring in Latios. He has 2 fairies, actually, so going for Dragon Pulse probably was not the smartest thing I could have done, but hey, I'm not the smartest person at times. That was interesting. So I go for Leech Seed here, managed to nail it, which is good. He's going to go ahead and switch here, which I also switch. Go into Latios. Now, I thought maybe he would try and predict this a little bit, but hey, going for Psyshock, why not? So I predicted him going in Sylveon. Get rid of it with Psyshock, which is... Psyshock's just really the better option right now over Psychic because of Assault Vest, so... Yeah. But then I'm stupid and get baited, even though Psyshock really wouldn't have done that much to Mawile regardless, so it doesn't really matter. And then Mawile uses Ice Beam, I'm like, what? You have a Play Rough. And then he goes for Fire Blast. Fire Blast is another what? Because you have a Fire Fang with huge power. Why ever would you go for Fire Blast? So this is apparently special attacking Mawile. I applaud you for attempting to do something that is not meta, but please, please, please don't do this again. Don't do this again. And then he has a special attacking Dragonite. For some reason. Expected extreme speed, so I really thought I was dead, so went for Roost. But of course, he is specially attacking Dragonite. Because that makes sense. I'm gonna kind of like keep playing the Roost game here. Obviously, I could outstall. I could stall his Thunderbolts, and then I would have no more Roost, and I'd be hurting. Which I didn't figure was the best bet, so I went ahead, switched, and brought in Bisharp. Go for the Sucker Punch. He is, strangely, not the smartest. He decides to stay in. He could have had a free switch there, and that would have been bad. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp on Ninetales, and this is going to be, I don't know, a little stally. So he's going to bring in Trevenant. He's going to basically...
You can trust me, bro! Hey, man! I never double-cross you! Lies! All lies! Mother said never trust a man with tusks! Ha! Well, guess what? You're banned, Charlie! Now, how do you like that, pretty boy? Oh, my gosh! What have I done? I'm banned from my own stand! My beautiful stand! I can never return to your sweet embrace! Don't look at me! I said don't look at me! But I like to look!
Dragon Pulse here, he goes for Dark Pulse. I'm going to die to both Leech Seed and burn damage after a few turns of stalling. I do apologize for that after all. And because I run speed investment on this Bisharp, I don't know why. I think it was just the recommended set, and I decided to go with it for some reason. Gonna get Will-O-Wisp. Fine. Look at that. That would have been probably clean Oko had I not gotten burned. So that's a thing. He's gonna go for a Flare Blitz as well, which is interesting. Don't know why it's Flare Blitz. Don't know. Go for a Bullet Punch. Get a crit. I'm thinking it probably mattered a bit, so I do apologize to Casanova for that. But there's also the off chance that it really didn't matter, and Bullet Punch would have KO'd anyway. Highly unlikely due to being a resisted hit, but again, you never know. Next, Weekend Warrior. It's not even the weekend, bro. Why are you here? This isn't the weekend. Why are you being all Weekend Warrior on a non-weekend? You should change your name to Weekday Warrior. That was just me ranting. So, first turn, go for the U-turn. He goes for the Earthquake. Interesting. Missed the Leech Seed, which is unfortunate. Because I figured this was going to be a Mega Charizard. He does not Mega Evolve. If he is a Mega Charizard, I'm not going to see it, and I won't spoil it a little later. I don't want to spoil the things. So I am going to bring in Scizor, kind of a fairly... I could have honestly gone for a knockoff because there was no reason he would really stay in. And right here I thought he might Flamethrower, but he does not Flamethrower. But then again, he Flamethrows the next turn. I expected him to Flamethrower that turn, which is why I brought in Aegislash, so I could get the auto boost. It's kind of nice he didn't, though, because it looks like I would have died. So, hey, that's a thing. Venusaur comes in, and he goes for Giga Drains, which is annoying. I thought he was going to go for Leech Seed or something. Or Hidden Power Fire, actually, was another option that went through my mind. And he's going to live on 1 freaking percent. He is going to switch out here. Probably not the smallest move, bro, because, like, that's a dead Sableye. Not the smartest move on his part. I don't know why you're being all Weekend Warrior-ish. You're not really doing much with that Weekend Warrior status. So I am going to bring in Ferrothorn. He has Hammer Arm, kind of a semi-expected thing to have on Metagross, so that's disappointing. But I managed to get a couple Paralysis, which is awesome. I really don't want to tamper with the idea that he might break through, so I'm going to switch out here, and he does actually bring in Togekiss, surprisingly. So I am going to go for the Brave Bird, because I just wanted to get rid of it, didn't know what Togekiss could do, to Talonflame, because I actually forgot. Well, actually, I know it can paralyze me, and that's what I was really trying to avoid. And didn't end up happening paralysis, which is good. I go for the Roost, he goes for the Zen Headbutt, which is unfortunate. That did a lot of damage. Need to kind of save Talonflame for the Mega Venusaur, because that's a clean Oko. Going to bring in Zero. Go for the knockoff, get a crit, which is awesome. And I could have Sucker Punch there, probably killed it. But instead I decided to bring in Scizor for some reason, go for the Bullet Punch. As he's going to bring in Venusaur for some strange reason instead of Metagross. Don't ask me why. I don't know why he did the things he did. And then he's going to forfeit. So that's going to be that match. And fourth match. I'd probably put like too many matches, but hey. We enjoy him. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to be on the other side, which is different because the other times I've been on this side. Going to kind of predict he's going to switch into either Chandelure or Jellicent to absorb a Bullet Punch. our Ferrothorn, but knockoff was going to do lots of damage to anyone anyway. He's going to bring in Mawile, and I figured Fire Fan was probably a thing. So on actual Showdown, I tried to switch, but you know how it glitches sometimes. Fortunately, I do switch into Talonflame, get up a Sword Stance, easy. Oko of the Ferrothorn, even though it ate its Oka Berry, it's still dead. Had he had Rocky Helmet, that would have really, really hurt me. So I go for Roost here, as he's going to go for Hydro Pump. Bit unfortunate, and a little interesting he's running Hydro Pump. I really thought, like, I don't know, a Scald was coming. I guess I really wouldn't survive a Scald either. I probably should have just gone for a Brave Bird, so Jellicent wouldn't be doing the things that it's doing right now. But after that U-turn, because I expected him to be kind of threatened by knockoff, kind of bluffing that I might have been faster, didn't actually think that I was actually going to be faster. So I know he's going to recover here, and I can save Latios for later, which is the idea of the plan, and he does in fact go for the recover. Since I knew I was faster, I went for the knockoff. Fortunately, he gets disabled, which isn't a big deal because Mawile comes in anyway, so knockoff wouldn't have exactly done all that much to the fairy type. Little fairy piece of crap there. But yeah, good thing I kept Latios because easy death fodder. Now in comes Aegislash. Kinda, he goes for a taunt, I guess. Expected me to go for a King Shield first, really. I expected him to just go straight for the Fire Fan. He goes for the Sucker Punch. He doesn't want to lose Mega Mawile, so he's going to switch here, sack Ninjask. Maybe he thought that was only going to be a Leech Seed or something. I don't know. Go ahead and bring in Zero here just to kind of die, get off some damage. So, because it's kind of a safe switch in, don't really need him either. So, hey, it's a thing. It's a thing I did. Okay, go for the Sacred Sword here. And KO, gonna go for the King Shield here so I can take whatever hit he's gonna go for. He goes for the Aegislash, and I live, which is awesome. And I'm gonna go for the Sacred Sword. Now here, he has a Citrus Berry. Again, I'm having to play the game that I played with Greninja earlier, and that I hope that was a max damage hit, and it was. So, Sacred Sword and Shadow Sneak will KO the Drapion. Can we please keep this Pokemon? Can we keep this Pokemon, please? All right. So I know it's a little long, 12 minutes. Just couple.
You're fucking dead to me. I need a new Xbox.
All rage quits. So I'm gonna be on the other side. A couple rage quits that I went ahead and highlighted. I'm gonna probably try and make this a thing. First rage quit, an overheat on Aegislash, and then he's going to forfeit after the weakness. Well, actually, he's going to forfeit after he brings in Bisharp. I figured Bisharp, kind of an obvious play, so Sacred Sword, and then he forfeits. Rage quit number 2. I'm trying to include these rage quit things for you guys to enjoy. So obvious Gofagrigus, and I go for the knockoff. Will-O-Wisp kind of should have been obvious and should have switched into Talonflame. But then losing Gale Wind wouldn't have been good, so I guess it works out. So 2 knockoffs KO, and then I knock off on Chansey. Why did he bring in Chansey in the first place? I don't know. I don't know why I did. But hey, he basically goes for Seismic Toss. Takes a whole lot of damage. I go for the Leech Seed on this, get some health, which is awesome. I enjoy health. And then he's going to switch, go into Conkeldurr. I get up Stealth Rocks, that's fine. He goes for Fire Punch. I live, surprisingly. He's not Iron Fist, otherwise I would have died. And then I'm going to switch here, go into Aegislash. He's going to go for Fire Punch. And get the Weakness Policy. And what's he going to do? Wait for it. Wait for it. Rage Quit! Rage Quit! Okay, so, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We shall bid adieu to you later. I will hopefully get Dark Souls recorded by Saturday so that I can upload it on Saturday for you guys, because I realized that that LP episode is a bit overdue. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're sitting at a 14-minute video. That's really kind of, I don't know, albeit for a showdown video. So, I won't keep you guys any longer. You guys have a nice day, night, whatever time you're watching this. So, see you guys later, and goodbye.